We do have the grid jaws in front of us. Starting from pole position is the W53 of Ryan Gunson. Alongside him on the outside of the front row will be the W72 of Paul Oakley. The inside of the second row, starting from position 3, is the W63 of Tony St Jack. In position number 4 is the W5 of Kevin Bell. And the inside of the third row is the W34 of Dean Shaw, terrifically presented machine. The position 6 is the W77 of Cody Brown, a former national champion. Position 7 is the W2 of Ken Reid. And in position 8 is the South Australian 36 of Ryan Alexander, who was impressive in practice last night. And starting from position 9, the defending national champion in A1, Callum Harper, all the way from Tasmania. He will start at the back of the bus in heat number 2.
Heat 2 of 12, the National Super Sedan title, not the best of starts, as Ryan Gunson leads them down into turn number 1. The first occasion, we'll wait and see if the yellows come on. The greens have remained on as they head down the back straight. There's trouble further back in the field. The yellows have come on now. It's Ryan Alexander, the 23-year-old from South Australia, who's stranded over there in turn number 2.
On Callum Harper's car, looks like it's on a bit of an angle. It's not where it should be at the moment. The Sedans Australia officials going to work here, but it looks like the Australia 1 car sustained a bit of damage to the front bar. The nose cone's pushed right back on that right front wheel. Just trying to pry away that bar work off that wheel as we speak at the moment. As this could be an issue for the reigning national champion. It's just in the wrong place at the wrong time there in that opening corner accident. Well, turn number 2 it was.
They're underway again, and this time it wasn't Ryan Gunson who got the best of the start. It was Paul Oakley, and right round the outside goes King Cody Brown. Ryan Alexander is there in 3rd place as they move down the back straight back into Dean Shaw in 5th place as Alexander looks to come up on the outside of Oakley and gets the job done. But now he's got a bit of a chase on. It's Cody Brown out in front from Alexander. 2 of the young stars of Super Sedan Racing. Cody Brown, a former national champion, and Alexander, a former AMCAR champion, won it at the age of 20 as they move into the main straight. Back in 3rd place, Paul Oakley. 4th place, Ryan Gunson, then Dean Shaw. Now it's Dean Shaw, then Ryan Gunson. Back then to Tony St Jack and Ken Reid, and they are spread out like the proverbial Brown's cows. But out in front, it's Cody Brown, who's done an amazing 16.1, now 16.061. Ryan Alexander's done a 16.0. They're getting close to track record territory. Down the back straight once again. We didn't think they'd get into the 15s, but they're going to get close, and that's what the record is. Cody Brown crosses the line, a 16.1. A 16.1 by Ryan Alexander. They've lapped Kenny Reid after 4 laps. They are absolutely flying. Back in 3rd place, Dean Shaw. Then Paul Oakley, Ryan Gunson, Tony St Jack. 7 laps to go. Cody Brown does a 16.104, a 16.425 by Ryan Alexander. 1.797 is the margin at the moment as he looms up on the outside and goes right round the outside of Tony St Jack as if he wasn't even there, does Cody Brown, and does a 16.050 in the process. The quickest lap going around. St Jack nearly threw the car out of condition, got back on the straight and narrow. Ryan Alexander did a 16.084. The lead 2 cars are absolutely flying. 16.082 that time. Alexander a 16.1 as they're a mile ahead of everybody else. Back to Dean Shaw, who's giving great chase. He's half a lap behind. Back in 4th place, Paul Oakley, Ryan Gunson, Tony St Jack. Here's Cody Brown. This time around it's a 16.077 and a 16.193 by Ryan Alexander. Cody Brown comes up on 2 lap cars, goes around the first of them, now dives between them and splits them up and goes right between them with a great drive. Cody Brown goes between Ryan Gunson and Paul Oakley, back underneath it Ken Reid for the 2nd time, and in doing so it's a 16.8, absolutely burning up the raceway. 2nd place is that of Ryan Alexander. Third place is at 34 at Dean Shaw. He's the last car on the lead lap. An astonishing performance here. 16.4 this time around. Alexander in second place. Third is Dean Shaw, and the rest of them are a lap down in a heat race. White flag to come out. Cody Brown absolutely burning up the raceway. This time around to 16.318, and Ryan Alexander does a 16.5 as they go down the back straight the last time. Cody Brown comes up on the outside of Tony St Jack, laps him again. Put your hands together for Cody Brown, who absolutely wallops the field. Second place, Ryan Alexander, and they finish behind the third place car of Dean Shaw. Dean Shaw is now in the back straight, comes out at 3 and 4, and will be the last car on the lead lap. Dean Shaw is third. Put your hands together for Cody Brown and Ryan Alexander, who have absolutely burnt up the raceway in heat number 3. The quick lap of 16.050.
Cody Brown, Cody, great start to the championship. A little bit going on there, that first attempt at a start. You managed to pull all that behind you and just cruise away to a victory.
Yeah, no, it's unreal, mate. That was one of our worst starts for the weekend as far as the 6, so to turn it into a win's always a bonus. To move forward in your heat races is what we need to do in these Australian titles, put yourself in a good position for the final. So absolutely stoked we moved forward as well as we did. We had the car good, but we need to go back in the pits and have a look at it because the engine's breaking down pretty bad at the end of that race. I had to back off it a fair bit, so hopefully all's still good under the hood.
There's a new track, 12-lap track record there as well in Heat 2, so the racetrack's really fast. What do you reckon of this new surface here at Atwell Park?
Full credit to Billy and the boys on the curating team for what they've done to that track tonight. Like, don't get me wrong, it's pretty fast at the moment, but they've got rid of that gnarly cushion right up against the wall and created a bit of a racetrack that you can move around and pass on, so full credit to those guys of what they've done for this track tonight.
All the best for the rest of the weekend, Cody.
Shit hot, thanks, mate.
There is Cody Brown, a very popular driver in West Australian National Super Sedan racing, and as he mentioned, just a couple of concerns at the moment with the power plant in the Dominator chassis, but I'm sure Troy Brook and the team back there in the pits will get that sorted out for just in time for his second qualifying heat.